introduce to you the man of the hour, Tony.
Hello and welcome to At the Gates. I am your host, Tony, and I am not quite at the gates yet. It's about 4:25 p.m. Gates open at 5. Thursday night game. Feeling like 105 degrees right now. Looks like rain at any time. Forecast was saying that it should be raining by now, but it's holding off until about maybe the 6 o'clock hour. I'm hoping that they can get enough BP in to catch a few balls, or at the very least get the game in for a little bit, but not really feeling like they will, because it's going to be a lot of rain and could be severe at some point, which is not ideal for baseball. Last game was a very good one. Still processing all of that between the family feud, having Chelsea with me, and just putting up a decent day as well. It was the best day in probably a really long time. The only thing that didn't go my way was finding one of those Kansas City commemoratives, but I'll be going there in just over a week from now. Probably feeling a lot like it is today. Not really excited for that, but oh well. So I have a much better shot of getting one down there anyways, and it gives me an excuse to see not really a new stadium, but see a stadium that is less than familiar to me. Been there a few times in the past. It's been a couple years since I've been there. I don't think I've recorded a podcast from there. I'm almost certain that I haven't. So the goal of hitting all 30 stadiums is not only alive, but I think I might be able to record an episode at each stadium. So that's something, right? Oh, it is warm out here. Just walking right by the Greyhound station. Little pro tip for you. There is a apartment complex just to the south of a CVS in downtown Minneapolis, and there is a side street, I believe it's 13th Street. Very, very cheap parking. If you get there after 4 p.m., you can park there until 6 p.m., at which point it becomes free. So that 2 hours of parking is only $1. Not bad, especially considering that some of the lots around here are much, much more expensive than that. And really, they're not that much closer. I'm regretting the decision a little bit just because it's, like I said, hot. But pretty soon it'll start to get cold, and then we'll just complain about that. So gotta keep that in mind. I'll get some free water here in a little bit anyways, so all is not bad. As for today, the Rays are in town. This is my only shot to try to get one of those fancy commemorative baseballs that they are hopefully bringing. I don't think that they're using them during BP, but from what I see, I think that they are using them in their bullpen session. So I'll have to do some research and figure out who exactly the bullpen guys are. See if maybe I can get an inside scoop from a person or two. Really hoping that I can cross that one off the list, because if I can, then that only leaves, like I said, Kaufman, but I have that planned. Then after that, just the San Francisco Giants. And I will have gotten all of the major commemoratives from this year. And I even have plans to see the Giants play the Brewers in, I think, the first week of September. that will be the last game on my massive road trip. I'm looking forward to that as well, but when you have over 4,000 miles of driving, it's a little bit daunting. The other bit of good news is that my boy Trevor Plouffe is back in the league. He's been in the Phillies minor league system after being released by the Rangers. He didn't actually get to play with the Rangers, so never officially a part of their big league squad. But he is back up in the MLB once again, and in his first at-bat, I saw he got a hit, so he was 1 for 1. Congrats to him. I'm very excited, and kind of like everything that I've talked about so far, there's a lot of good news and then just a slight, I don't know what's the opposite of silver lining, a shit lining, a small shit lining, and that in this case of Trevor Plouffe, that shit lining is that I don't have plans to see him as a Philly. I'll have to look, see if the Brewers get to play them at home here, but if they don't, if it's not on a weekend, then I likely will not see him play as a member of that squad. The other tough thing is, since he's kind of a fringe player right now, you never know if he's gonna remain on the squad, so I can't really get it too early, because otherwise he could be gone, and there go the tickets that I bought. But I wish him much success, and I'm hoping that the comeback is a go for him, because he's been nothing but a professional hitter as well as an even better person, at least to me. And you always root for those guys that are pleasant, that really treat the fans right, and just wish he could be part of the Twins again, especially having Sano out. I mean, why not? But that's a pipe dream. Just walking past TC Bear here, the statue outside of Target Field. I am there now. There's also an X Games tent. Should I just give you the rundown of what's going on? No, I'm not going to do that. But that's really all I know. I think I'll probably keep it at that. Looks like there's a fair amount of kids here, so that's less than ideal for the hobby that I do, but it doesn't really mean anything yet. The game's not over. I still got moves. Still know how to work it, maybe. Next time you hear my voice might be a recap. Otherwise, it will be from beautiful Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Bye. Post-game recap. It's Friday, and the game lasted until Friday. There was some rain, just as expected, which caused a just about 2-hour rain delay. And the game finished at exactly midnight. Twins won, made it close. Presley came in and loaded up the bases for Fernando Rodney, who then got 2 outs and the save. 5-1. Twins did it. Ended the night with a very respectable 7, especially for a very brief BP because of the rain delay. Also got a pair of Max Kepler batting gloves. So that is pretty neat. I am sleepy, as it is midnight 30, almost midnight 45. And driving back to get Evie, fall asleep, go to work, and then enjoy the weekend. I hope it goes quick. I'm already tired and have been tired for a few hours now. pretty much right when the game started at just past 9 o'clock. Still not a bad night. Got to take in some baseball, so really can't complain. Like I said before, the next stop is Kansas City, followed the day after in Arlington, Texas. Finally seeing the Rangers play for the first time at their ballpark, just in time for it to close. Thinking next year, maybe 2020. I thought the plans were that 2020 would be when the new stadium opened, but I'm not too in touch with their plans. But it should still be nice to experience a new stadium and go to Kansas City right before that and hopefully get a commemorative. Unfortunately, the Rays really didn't bring any with them tonight, so that one is looking like I will not acquire. But, not bad. It's not like I actually traveled all the way to Tampa and got shut out, so could be much, much worse. I'm rambling. I'm sleepy. Good night.